Hi, in this video we will explore Clever as a general overview and introduction. If you visit the RUSD EdTech website, if you head over to the navigational bar and you click on this little caret by District Technology Tools and then click Clever, you will access all of the resources and kind of the step-by-step guides to get you and your students going with Clever. So on this browser over here, I will have those step-by-step guides. And then on this browser, I will show you what it actually looks like when you log in as a teacher. So let's go through logging in. Here's the website that you and your students would visit. If you have younger students, they have the Clever app on the iPad that's already been pushed out to the RUSD App Store, so they can access it that way. For kids on Chromebooks, they're going to go to this website, as you will as well. And then they're going to click Login with Google. This screen, you won't see I have multiple roles in Clever, so you'll just log in automatically. So I'm just going to go into Clever as a teacher. And so now I'm in the main homeroom section of Clever. So here it's going to give me some resources that Clever thinks I might be interested in. Here are my main pages that I have access to. I have my teacher page called Miss Miller. I have a district page, and you will also have a page that's called Just for You. This is where you can gather resources that you're interested in. Maybe it's something that you want to try out before you share it with your students. The teacher page here, the one that's named Your Names page, this is what you probably want to share with kids so that they have easy access to the tools and resources that you use frequently in the classroom. Underneath the pages, you'll see favorites. These are things that I have favorited because I want to have easy access to them. Next, we have resources that are added by me. So these are things that I've added. And then the next sections are all the district tools. So if we stay here in our homeroom, the first section let's explore is the teacher page. So I'm going to click into my teacher page. And what the teacher page allows you to do is to create customized links and resources for your students. So the top section you can customize and personalize by clicking on Personalize. If you click the Share button, you can determine who you want to share this to. And what's nice is you can share it to all the students you teach, or you can share it to one or more classes if you teach multiple classes. And you can even share it to specific or individual students. Next, we have the different categories that you can create. So what I love about Clever is it allows you to organize in the way that best meets you and your students' needs. So maybe I have a section called My Class Resources, maybe I have a section for Formative Assessment, and you can add all of these different categories that you want. And the way that you customize your teacher page is you click on this Add button, and you can add an app, like I've done here with quizzes. You can add a link. So maybe it's just a link to a website that you and your students use often, or you can add the categories, like I've done here with the My Class Resources and the Formative Assessment. I'm not going to get into each of these items because I do go over them in more detail in this video here about the Clever teacher page. So that's basically what your teacher page allows you to do. If we go back to our homeroom, here we have the district page. So the district page contains tools and applications that are used pretty much district-wide. There's nothing on this page that you can add to or you can edit. These are the tools that we've pushed out at a district's level for you to have access to. If there are tools that you know that you use often, like let's say Google Slides, any tool in the teacher page or in the district page, if you hover over it, you can click on this little heart to favorite it. And what that does, if I go back to my main homeroom, is now it adds it right here under my favorite section. So it just gives you quicker access to the tools that you use. And then if you decide, you know what, I don't really need access to that, you can click on the heart again to have it leave your favorites. It still will show up on the district page. You can't delete anything out of the district page. It just won't show up here on your favorites section. Another part of Clever is the Clever Library, where you can search for resources that you want to use for your students. So you can search for anything up here in the search box. So let's say Nearpod. So here's the resource, and it'll pull it up for you. The Clever library is set up to give you reviews. These are all teacher reviews. Clever doesn't do any of this reviewing, strictly done by teachers who've used the site. If you scroll over, you can see how many teachers are using this. If you've already installed it, then you can leave a review for it. And here it's telling me that it's not installed on any of my pages. So what I can do is I can say, I want this to show up on Miss Miller's page, and I can update it. And so now this application Nearpod will show up on my main teacher page. But the Nearpod library is a great place for you to go to search and find maybe new tools or resources that you might want to try out in your classroom. And again, there's a video here that goes into the library in more detail. The last thing to talk about is the Clever Academy. So I'm just going to navigate back to my main homeroom. You can access the Clever Academy by clicking on this link here, clever.academy, or in the district page, we have added a section called Learn More About Clever, and the very first option is the Clever Academy. And what the Clever Academy is, it's online self-paced modules created by Clever to give you a chance to explore how to use Clever in your classroom and with your kids. I highly suggest it to go through it to learn more. A lot of questions that I had about Clever were answered through the different modules. And it didn't take me a long time to go through. There was some stuff I skipped because I knew it. And then there were other new facts that I learned about how to use Clever. And then on the website, there are also support resources. There's a section here for teachers, and there's also a section for your students. A lot of the videos here on the website go into more detail. This is just to provide a general overview on what Clever is and how you can use it in your classroom.